All right, guys, hello and welcome again to Elite Fitness and Nutrition. This is online strength training program for December, and this is going to be day 1. Now remember, all of our online training programs right now are built without the progressions. So there are some upper level exercises in here that you may need to revert back to lower level progressions in your workout, okay, to make it more efficient and better for you individually. All right, so today, for the first day, we're going to start off after you've done your general mobility warm-up, okay? You're going to go into what we call vertical jumps and band squats, okay? So we're going to do our vertical jumps in a couple different ways. You can do them with dumbbells, or we can do them with bands. Now, if you're not familiar with either of these, you can just do for all these vertical jumps just body weight without any resistance, okay? So I'm going to grab these dumbbells and we're going to do vertical jumps. So I'm going to sit back on my heels and load, jump up into the air. When I land, I'm going to hit my toes first and then shift back into a nice squat. Okay, so the first week, we're going to start out just doing singles like that. Then in week 2, you can start adding what you'll see on the program for doubles. 1, 2. So when it says 4 times 2, you're going to do that right there 4 times, okay? And then so on for 3 times 3 and 2 times 4. You can do the same thing with bands. I'm going to take one band, and there are lots of different variations of bands. This is just how we do it. I'm going to put one band over one shoulder across, and then the other band. And I'm going to do the exact same technique here. Now I can get my arms involved a little bit more for a more natural vertical jump with this one. Just doing singles. And then I can build up to my doubles. And then so on, okay? So then you come over here and we're going to do a mobility warm-up here called band squat. Band goes around the waist. Make sure it's high up on the waist here. If you try to put it too low, it's just going to roll up. So high up on the low back. Stretch this thing back. You want it to hold you up. And I'm going to go through my good squat technique. Toes straight ahead, knees pushed out. I'm going to put the kind of pushing the weight to the outside as I sit down nice and low into this. Trying to keep as flat spine as I can from tailbone to cervical spine to neck. From lumbar to cervical, nice and flat, and I'm going to go through my reps, okay? And at the end on my 5th one, I may even hold it down here and breathe a little bit and just kind of loosen up, okay? So we will go back and forth on these 2 exercises. You'll do your vertical jumps, band squats, and work back and forth, okay? Once you've done all your sets, we're moving on to back squats today. So we have, you can see I'm already, just from that little bit of demo, I'm already kind of breathing hard, getting warmed up here. We're going to do eccentric back squats today. So eccentric is controlled tempo on the way down, and then driving up with force, okay? So I'm going to put this bar on my back. Now remember, load that bar on your shoulders correctly, okay? Make sure you revert back. If you're not sure how to do that, make sure you revert back to old videos to know how to really load that bar on your back. Set your feet, and we're going down for 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and drive up. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and drive up, okay? You're going to do all your sets of back squats by themselves, all right? Once you are done with that, we're going to go into our strength circuit. That is going to include pull-ups with the neutral grip, okay, first. Then we're coming over to our bench, and we're going to do what's called dumbbell parallel incline bench, or parallel bench, sorry, dumbbell parallel bench eccentric, okay? Then we're going to take a band, and we're going to go across the turf, and we're going to do monster walks, okay? So here we go. Watch the circuit. So you can add a band. If you need a band, you can add a band for assistance. If you need a weight, you can add a vest or a belt with weight to give you some more resistance on that as well. All right, so I'm keeping my parallel grip. I got my hollow position, abs tight, legs straight, my body is tense, and I'm gonna pull up and then back down. Chin up to my hands as I breathe every rep, okay? You're doing your reps. Coming over to your bench. Just like your squats, we got tempo. So this is 5 seconds down. Okay, so parallel bench. So the same parallel position I had on my pull-ups is the same position I'm gonna have on my press, okay? Here we go. Shoulders packed in tight, shoulder blades pulled together on the bench, feet flat, and I'm gonna go elbows in tight, right down outside my chest, and then back up. I'm going down slow. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and drive, okay? Just like the bench press, all right? Then, I've got my mini band around the ankles. Your feet are set, just like your squat position. Toes straight ahead, feet flat, knees abducted, so you feel that tension spiral nice and tight up your legs. And we're gonna go monster walk at a 30-degree angle. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 2. Okay, so then you would do that in reverse, going backwards, making sure your toes are straight ahead, knees out. I'm driving my heels back, maintaining that 30-degree angle. Okay, going through this. All right, rinse and repeat. So you go back to your neutral grip pull-ups and go through this for your sets. When we're all done, we're going to go into our abs today, which is wheelbarrow holds and what we call overhead lateral flexion, okay, with the suspension trainer. So Scott's going to come over here and assist me. So we're going to be in plank position, and he's going to grab my ankles, and I want to stay tight. The goal is to keep tension in your body, and he's going to drop one leg or the other. I'm not going to know which, and I have to be able to catch that foot before it hits the ground. Now at first you can try this just going back and forth, which we'll show you. And then as you get good, you can make it random, okay? So we're going to start off. I'm in good plank position. He's got my ankles. My abs are tight, all right? And he's just going to drop one at a time, back and forth, so I can kind of practice. All right, do one more on each side. There you go. Now, once I'm good at this, he can make it random. It doesn't have to be, I don't know which one he's going to drop. I just have to stay tight and catch right there, okay? Once you're done with that, you're doing that for time, okay? It's just for time. Once you're done, I'm going to take my suspension trainer. I'm going to grip it inside hand first, outside hand right over the top. I'm going to set my hands, set my grips right on top of my head, right on the crown. All right? I'm going to walk in here. Once again, I'm straight like a surfboard, nice and stiff. I'm going to dip my hips and pull back through to neutral position. Dip and pull back through. As I step in a little bit, I can make this more challenging. Okay? And that's your TRX, lateral overhead flexion. All right, so you will do those two exercises back and forth. That finishes up your workout. Make sure you do your 10 minutes of band or just normal static stretching at the end. And stay tuned for day 2.